What is up, guys? We have another Nicky's Goldman special here. Decided I can't go to regionals without actually filming this guy because he keeps topping somehow. So, what did you play today?
I played soccer today. My leader's in here.
Good old soccer.
Soccer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
just
course,
just normal soccer, no stage.
Any shout outs you want to give out?
Shout out to all the boys. Jerry,
Yay.
Brian's on the couch. Shout out to Project CCG. Shout out to Perfect Rare. Shout out to what's your thing called again? HPTCG.
Yeah. Printer, Helo Packer.
Yeah. Big shout out to like Garrett, Fern, Salger, like Evan for the topping, and Jerry for topping. You guys are all the goods. But yeah, big shout out to Project CCG. Check them out in Alhambra.
Can I ask a favor of Project CCG? Can they give you a foil?
Yeah. If they do, it's being played sleeveless.
Anyways, let's check out the deck profile. Before we do that, what were your matchups throughout the whole day?
I played one kata. My round one I lost. I played 1, 2, 3, 4. I played 5 gecko.
Okay.
2 sakas, one being stage saka, and a red-green law. Which is
Okay.
Yeah, he actually almost beat me. He should have beat me.
Oh,
which is kind of
okay.
crazy, but. Yeah,
Do you remember his name? He's probably gonna be the successor of your.
I honestly don't.
But
yeah. But he was playing kid. He was just trying some spicy stuff out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stuff that you wouldn't play.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, let's check out the list real quick.
Yeah. Alright, for Toshigi, this card is an extremely broken searcher. And so I just played 4 of each searcher. I think searchers are really broken in this deck. Like being able to like bottom deck something and swing with it with Hound Blaze is like so good, and like it replaces itself while being a body on the board. 4 Hound Blazes, so you have
Consistency.
yeah, like as many like ways to remove something and like get a free attack, and like pushing for game with this is really important. Or 4 Great Eruption. It's just an easy way to minus, and it gets me to see more cards in the game, so it lets me see
Deeper.
Gecko. Yeah,
Yep.
get
to Gecko.
To Gecko.
Do you keep Gecko in your opening hand?
I do
when you do your
not.
mulligan?
I'm actually only worrying about setting up the game.
I see.
So like, I actually rather not have a Gecko because that's just one dead card in my hand that's gonna be dead for like 4 or 5 turns.
I see.
Yeah. 2 Ice Age, just to kill bigger cards like their geckos. And then I play 1 sword. I don't have enough space, and this card doesn't come up that often, but it is really good.
I see.
Yeah, and it is searchable.
I know. So you're not playing the Navy HQ, the stage.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's too piece reliant. I am after this weekend though. I am kind of liking it a little. It looks a little cuter.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it's more piece reliant, and I think this build is a lot more consistent.
What was that? You said piece reliant?
Yeah, like it requires too many pieces.
Oh, pieces. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought like piece like.
No. Like you just need too many different cards, I think, for that deck to work. But it has all 3 sakas at top, so we're
on it.
Sakas,
Okay.
So I think I could be wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
That's always a good sign of characters, admitting that you're wrong.
Yeah.
We'll see.
4 Suru and 4 Virgos. Just the cards are mandatory.
Yeah, 2Ks.
2K, and this card's searchable.
Did you ever play Virgo out there or Suru?
Suru you play a couple times just to minus. Virgo I almost never played. It's only there because it's addable off Rebecca from the drop.
Got it.
3 Hina. This card is nuts, but this deck doesn't have enough to play. Doesn't have enough space to play 4. But honestly, you only really need 1 in rotation.
Yeah.
So as long as you see 1, it's fine. And then 1 Helmeppo. A lot of decks are playing 2. I just feel like I don't need Helmeppo. I'm not playing it as often as I guess other players. And like instead of playing this and Lucci, I'm like usually playing like a Searcher and like Borsellino or like Rebecca and like playing a Houndblaze or a sword. Play 4 Lucci. I tried cutting this down at 3 and running a second sword, but playing Lucci down as a body is kind of important. It forces your opponent to have a removal for it, or they just get attacked down. And then also, there's some games where you just don't see Lucci, and you need to see Lucci for your Gecko turns to out their board. Like, it makes your Ice Ages and stuff live.
Do you find that you want to have more of the sword in the mirror match over having a Lucci?
No. Well, you need Lucci more because you just need to see one. But sword becomes like relevant on your 10-Don turns, but before that, it's not as impactful.
I see. Not bottom decking any of your cards so that they can't make their Moria stronger.
Yeah.
Is not impactful enough.
Wait, what?
What sword you could bottom deck the cards so that their Moria becomes less useful?
Yeah. And in the early game, it can be a little annoying because against Gecko and like Saka, if you just bottom deck their board, they have less to work with Gecko.
Okay.
Yeah. For Lucci, for Rebecca, so like these cards are not searchable at all, so I think you just have to run 4 of them.
Got it.
And Rebecca, more importantly, it's just a lot more broken. Drawing this later in the game, and like you gotta like add Sabo in it. Your turn you kind of become unkillable. Sabo like filters your hand. You play 2 unkillable blockers. And then playing this off Gecko is also like a really good play. Like you set up a blocker, get rid of a card, and you played a 5k body. It's just a lot of value.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 Borsellino blockers. So what's different, I guess, about my list is I played no Kuzan. I just don't think Kuzan is that good of a card. I think it's very bricky, has no counter, and I think if I do agree that you do want to see it, but if that's the case, then you need to run multiple. But if you run multiple, you just end up bricking on it. So I just like don't want to see that at all. I just committed to playing like all Borsellinos, and this card is extremely good against Gecko, and having counter makes it good against everything. Like it's just a solid card.
I see.
Overall. 2 Sabo, I think you need 2, especially against like Katakuri, Saka. It's just like a really good card, and like it filters your hand too. So if you brick, you can just hand filter. 2 Borsellinos. I ran 2 because I just wanted more bigger drops than 4 Geckos. I do find myself playing this sometimes, especially with like the High Sage and like Houndblaze or something, or even with like a Hina. Like these are like good cards to play with. And then just on 7-Don, if you play it on 7, it's pretty hard for your opponent to out it if they want to establish their own like Gecko. And then 4 Gecko.
Yeah.
This card is really good. You need to run it at 4, and you just want to see it.
All right.
Yeah.
So if this leader ever gets banned it will get banned in I believe it's June or July.
Yeah.
June 1st. What leader are you gonna go back to? Law? I'm joking.
I'll worry about it when that set comes out, or when that stuff comes out.
Yeah.
I'll read all the cards and reevaluate.
All right.
I just like playing best deck.
That's the mind of the champion for you guys. Read the cards after it comes out. Thank you for the deck follow, Nicky Goldman, and I'm definitely gonna have more of you in the future on my channel.
Thank you for having me.